Please report, Your Honor. Before the court today is Donquavious Davis. He's represented by Melissa Mazzarrillo of the York County Public Defender's Office. Mr. Davis is charged in indictments 2014 GS 46-03509 for murder, and Section A, which is count 2 of that indictment, possession of a firearm and the commission of a violent crime, as well as direct indictment 2014 GS 46-03510 for burglary first-degree, where he's been indicted by the grand jury. This occurred on June 29th of this year here in York County in the city of Rock Hill at 432 Baker Street Extension. This is the residence of Kadeem Cobb. Mr. Cobb was there that evening. There were several other people there at the house as well. But in the front room, Mr. Cobb was playing video games with Santario McCoy, who was the victim in this case. And as well, Mr. McCoy's girlfriend, Elda Ashley, was in the room with them, watching them play video games. They were just having a normal evening, spending time with each other, and I think they were drinking and watching video games, or playing video games. At that point, Your Honor, the defendant apparently drove by the residence, saw that her vehicle was there. Kadeem Cobb was kind of a mutual friend of hers and this defendant. He had been angry with her. She also has a child by him. Elda Ashley does. He'd been angry with her because she was now dating Santario McCoy. But he himself was also dating other people. And as a matter of fact, as we found out later, he came up and he was in a car with 2 other people in the car. When he saw that her vehicle was there, he stopped, said something to the effect of, "Oh, hell no," got out of the car with a pistol in his hand, went up to the residence, knocked. This is late at night, right around midnight, and knocked on a sliding glass door. They couldn't see outside to see who was in. And Mr. McCoy actually went up to the door and said, "I can't see who it is, but it looks like someone that might have dreads." Slid open the sliding glass door. The defendant stepped inside, struck him in the head with the pistol that he had in his hand. The victim had a gash across his forehead because of that, and fired 1 shot directly into his chest, shooting him down right there on the spot. He then ran back out to the car where the other 2 people were, who then at that point wondered what in the world just happened. Left from there. And then was gone, made himself scarce for the next couple of days. He was gone until ultimately he turned himself in 2 days later.
I am requesting that he not be granted a bond because I want you to understand that you have completely turned.
Now, please talk to me.
I'm sorry.
Please talk to me.
He has completely turned our world upside down. Santario was a good man. And he's been taken away from his 3 young children. And we've been up since 4 o'clock this morning because his son has been asking for his father. And this is every day. And he just does not understand what he has taken from us. And he does not deserve a bond. He does not. Because we have to deal with this every day. And I relive it every day. And it hurts that he took him from us.
So I would say that he is a flight risk, and he is someone who can elude the police. In addition, in particular, the dangerousness this defendant shows to the court, his rap sheet, Your Honor, starts out very young in elementary school. In 2004, for carrying weapons on school property, where he had a BB pistol that he brought in his book bag and was showing other students in elementary school, and he was charged and convicted in that. I would point out to the court as well, part of the dangerousness to the community, this defendant, is that he has multiple girls who he either has children with or is about to have children with. Of course, he has a child with the lady here, Elda Ashley. Miss Ashley has been sent letters from the defendant while he's been incarcerated, and those letters are telling. Because in those letters, he spends a lot of time telling her how much he loves her, how much he wants to spend time with the baby. I think a couple excerpts from that may be appropriate. He starts out, "All I want to do is be with you and raise Anaya together." And he's talking about their child. He talks about how much he loves her. "Elda, I know that you may have thought that you seen me or know that I've done some harm, but you really should rethink about this whole thing, because with your statement, you could take me out of Ania's life forever. But my lawyer also told me that you are the only person that could get me life in prison by saying that you see me do something with your own eyes. I mean, come on, baby mama. Just because you think that I would do such a thing don't mean that I did it. So I mean to think about this whole thing because my life is in your hands. He's trying to manipulate from even where he sits in the detention center. Let him out makes him that much more of a danger to the community. With the prior threats, with the actual allegations here now, with the strong evidence that the state has against him, I would say that this defendant is not entitled to a bond at this time. The bond should be denied, and I would ask the court as well to make sure that he is not allowed to contact these people again. Ms. Johnson, Ms. Ashley, the victim's mother, that this contact either directly or indirectly by third parties, having his uncle do it, having his mother do it, is improper. And it's basically used to intimidate these people or to put them in a position that they feel that it's their fault that he goes to jail for what he has done, when it is not their fault. They are innocent victims in this as well. And quite honestly, Ms. Ashley told the police that when this occurred, she thought he was going to kill her because of the prior threat. She thought she was a dead person too when he walked in there and pulled out had that gun in his hand. So I want to point those things out to the court. He's a dangerous person. He is unable to control his anger. And I think his history with firearms and things of that nature, taking him to school, taking him to improper places, he's a man that's a danger. So I'd ask the court to keep him away from society right now as we prepare to try his case.
All right, thanks.
Your Honor, I'm listening to the solicitor's recitation. The one thing that keeps coming up in my mind over and over again is that Mr. Davis, upon hearing, as oftentimes in these cases that happens, word gets around the community that the police are looking for you, and upon hearing that, within essentially 48 hours of getting that word, he turned himself in. And the word that he received sort of through the neighborhood is not just that the police were looking for you, but that the police were looking for you for a murder charge. And in looking for him for a murder charge, this 19-year-old, who was 19-year-old at the time, stepped up, walked into the Rock Hill Police Department, and turned himself in on a murder charge. At the time, he didn't have the burglary first charge. That was recently indicted by the solicitor's office. But at the time he walked into the Rock Hill Police Department, allowed himself to be handcuffed, and turned himself in on a charge where he was facing life. And I would ask the court to keep that in mind because the state has expressed extreme concern about him being a flight risk and a danger. But at 19 years old, that took great courage for him to walk in and turn himself in, knowing that there would probably be a long wait while the justice system sort of rumbled along. And Mr. Thompson and the state has made a lot of comments on some letters that he sent. And certainly, Mr. Davis, I think, is sorry for sending those letters and should not have made contact. But the majority of those letters are concerned over the child that he has. The child that he may have with one of the people. It's a letter that he sent expressing that concern.
Murder charge, which carries up to life, is murder first degree, which carries up to life. So those are serious offenses. So that alone, it creates a possibility that someone may not decide to hang around and face those charges. So I would consider him somewhat of a flight risk, but my primary concern is I think he's a danger to the community if he would be released, given all I've heard today. Considering the strength of the state's case in this case, not trying the case today, but considering the strength of their case and the allegations of what happened in his past history, I find him a danger, a great danger to the community, particularly some of these people if he would be released, and would therefore